So Fury has been victorious, and I have defeated all of the 7 sins, and not saved humanity, because, yeah. Anyways, I'm Justin, and welcome to the XP Log, a daily-ish podcast about my gaming journey. And today, I would like to talk about how I have beaten Darksiders 3. Finally have. It took almost 10 years. Almost 10 years? I think it was 2016 when it came out. Maybe I'm wrong. It took almost 10 years and a lot of anxiety later, but I have beaten it. And I enjoyed it a lot, actually. I wish I had done it sooner. One thing I really like about Darksiders, and takes a minute for me to get used to, is all 3 mainline games, well, and then even Genesis, they all are different. Like, Darksiders 1 is more of a 3D-ish Zelda / straight-up God of War, right? Like that kind of action game. Darksiders 2 is more of an RPG, still kind of like an open world Zelda, but more like a RPG with loot and stuff like that. And then 3 is very Dark Souls-like. I put it on classic combat, but all that does is give you dodge windows. That's it. It lets you dodge, cancel your moves. That's it. Difficulty's still the same, and all that stuff. How they respawn and everything like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The story was okay. It feels good being all caught up. Finally, I'm not sure if Genesis really has any hold in the canon or whatever, or if it's gonna matter. Still, a whole lot of questions. They still a complete cliffhanger that they've left you on in this one, and yeah, fighting the 7 deadly sins is a very cool idea, and they did it all right. And I thought the story was all right. I think I enjoyed the first one the most, and then the second one, and then the third one. But the gameplay, I really did enjoy the gameplay. And I liked how they took familiar puzzle mechanics and kind of flipped them a little bit and made them more, I keep trying to say confusing, not the word I was looking for. Less straightforward. Right? They pervert your expectations, basically, of how things should work sometimes. So I enjoyed the puzzles. The puzzles, I actually expected the combat to be harder and the puzzles to be easier, but it's kind of backwards. The puzzles were very intriguing and stuff, and the combat, once I got used to not just spam and attack, was pretty good. Pretty simple. And then another thing I like, my favorite part, my favorite section of the game was going towards Sloth. The darkness in the atmosphere and all of that stuff, there's just nothing else like it in the game. You know, the monsters popping out, it was great. I really liked it. I liked that, and I thought the tornado thing was pretty creative. If you haven't played it, you'll get to it. Thought that solution was pretty creative. I like that. And it was overall a good game. I'm glad I played it. I feel great. Darksiders is a series I very, very much enjoy. When I set out on my quest to find my next game, I do not believe a dark, gritty, serious, potentially difficult Souls-like was on my radar at all. which you'll come to find out. I kind of frequently do that. It's just how it happens. I'm like, well, I'll try this out, even though it's not quite what I'm looking for, and then it sticks. Um, Fantasy Life, still my side game. And speaking of level 5, my next game is ready to go. Matter of fact, I've already started playing it. And it actually kind of fits what I was looking for before. That game is Rogue Galaxy. I've always... I bought it on PlayStation 4, the PS2 classics. And I've always wanted to play it. I played a little bit of it on there, and I'll get into what I believed happened and all that stuff in the next episode when I talk about Rogue Galaxy. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Oh, I'm sorry, the questions. How do you feel about Darksiders 3? Or have you beaten a game on your backlog that's been there for almost a decade, that's part of a series, and is maybe holding you back from more in the series or anything like that? Because I got a lot of games like that, to be honest. Let me know in the comments in YouTube and Spotify, and I can't talk today. Anyways, that's all I got for today. I hope you have a great one. Peace out.